Cracking open the official WWF Wrestlemania 4 program from 1988 is like stepping into the glitzy, over the top world the Federation had been carefully building through the 1980s. The glossy cover, emblazoned with the WrestleMania 4 logo, announces that this is no ordinary event program. This is the playbook for an entire night of wrestling history in the making. The first pages set the celebrity tone. Robin Leach, host of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, is announced as the official presenter of the WWF World Championship belt. Guest vocalist Gladys Knight, fresh off her MCA Records album All Our Love, is scheduled to perform, while Wheel of Fortune star Vanna White appears as a guest timekeeper, and Mr. Baseball Bob Uecker returns as a guest announcer for the second year in a row. This immediate blending of wrestling spectacle with mainstream entertainment reminds the reader that WrestleMania is as much a pop culture event as it is an athletic one. An introduction section lays out the stakes, and WrestleMania is presented as one of the WWF's premier annual events, traditionally held before massive live audiences and pay-per-view viewers around the globe. This year's show originates from Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, New Jersey, described as a hub of excitement and the perfect backdrop for a monumental card. At the center is the unprecedented one-night WWF World Heavyweight Championship tournament, necessitated by the title being held up after the infamous February 5th, 1988 Hogan-Andre match on NBC's The Main Event, which featured a controversial twin referee incident and a disputed finish. The text highlights the tournament's allure, promising fans high drama and athletic thrills, and reminds them that other titles will also be contested. The Honky Tonk Man defends the Intercontinental Championship against Brutus the Barber Beefcake, while Strike Force, Tito Santana, and Rick Martel put their WWF Tag Team titles on the line against Axe and Smash of Demolition. Also teased is a powerhouse showdown between the Ultimate Warrior and Hercules, plus a six-man tag pitting the Islanders and Bobby the Brain Heenan against the British Bulldogs and Coco Beware. Even the 20-man Battle Royal gets hype, with big names like the Junkyard Dog, Bret Hitman Hart, and Jim Brunzell named among the entrants. Turning the pages, the first featured match write-up focuses on the Intercontinental title clash between the Honky Tonk Man and Brutus Beefcake. The text paints Honky as arrogant, cruel, and manipulative, quick to take shortcuts whenever possible. Jimmy Hart's ringside presence is positioned as a constant distraction for opponents. A Beefcake is portrayed as a dangerous and skilled veteran with a unique finishing touch. His post-match haircutting ritual. The preview builds the idea that, with tempers flaring and interference a near certainty, the match's ending will be hard to predict. Next is the tag team title, Defense Strike Force versus Demolition. Santana and Martel are described as one of the most cohesive teams in WWF history, with speed, agility, and precision on their side. Demolition, by contrast, are presented as a raw, destructive force. Axe and Smash's power, size, and mean streak are heavily emphasized. Mr. Fuji's managerial presence looms as a tactical advantage for Demolition. The copy notes that this is a true clash of styles. Scientific teamwork versus brute force domination. The six-man tag match preview follows the Islanders' Haku and Tama team, with Bobby Heenan to face the British Bulldogs Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid, and Coco Beware. The write-up relishes the fan hatred for Heenan, suggesting the crowd will erupt if he's forced into the ring. It praises the Bulldogs' technical mastery and Ware's agility, while noting the Islanders' recent vicious streak since aligning with Heenan. The text makes clear this isn't just a wrestling match. It's a grudge fight with personal animosity on every side. The Ultimate Warrior versus Hercules is framed as an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. The program notes Warrior's explosive speed and power, alongside Hercules' raw strength and the presence of Bobby Heenan in his corner. The emphasis is on whether sheer power or sheer explosiveness will prevail, with the human chain metaphor for Hercules' strength standing out. The 20-man Battle Royal section lists names like the Junkyard Dog, Hillbilly Jim, Boris Zhukov, Nikolai Volkov, Ken Patera, the Hart Foundation, the Young Stallions, and Bad News Brown. The text builds excitement over the unpredictable nature of battle royals, where alliances form and break in seconds, and anyone can go over the top rope at any time. A multi-page tournament bracket spread outlines every first-round match. Hogan versus Andre, DiBiase versus Duggan, Savage versus Butch Reed, Steamboat versus Valentine, Bigelow versus One Man Gang, and Roberts versus Rude. Each pairing is accompanied by an official WWF promotional photo of the competitors, but here the program sticks to the essentials: names, match order, and the empty spaces that would be filled in later as the night's results unfolded. The program closes with a last burst of promotional energy, ensuring that by the time you put it down, you're completely invested in every match, every personality, and every possible outcome of WrestleMania 4.